Okay, it's a metal scooper because it's supposed to be a volcano. See this thing right here? This is the volcano. Here is the seashell area.
Don't you see the volcano?
Yeah, it's
In
right
the swamp?
there.
It's right in there.
In the swampy water.
Is it swampy water or is it murk water?
It's murk water. We're going to get some hot glass dipping into it. It kind of looks like yeast, doesn't it?
I don't know really
Like
what
sourdough?
it looks like. Doing our homemade
If it looks like yeast, what could grow out of that?
All right, Chris is taking his time. He's making the perfect gather.
He's going in for his third gather out of the recycled tank, folks. This is 2,100 degrees molten magma.
And a little bit hotter and more than we needed. His goal is to burn up the tank 100%. So we were going to go right in the center and just pretend we were a volcano and let it build up. There we go, there we go.
Everyone's just so comfortable being right in the splash zone.
Yeah, that is. Oh, look at that stuff. Oh no, it didn't.
Well, I'm wondering.
It's popping.
It's like Rupert's drop. Like, can we pull it out?
I don't know. I think it's when Explodo, like Proto. Oh,
There it is.
Ta-da!
Incredible.
All right, well, the sand didn't settle in time. So in here somewhere is the volcano. Do you want to do a scoop?
Use your imagination, folks.
I could go for another.
You could.
I'm doing it.
He's doing it, folks.
Oh, it just...
Look at
Blew
that.
up.
Looks
We'll
like
try
little
one more.
glass gems.
This is how they make frit, though,
If I saw that in
If
a
I
river
was-
somewhere,
being
I'd
honest.
probably think I struck gold.
Or do it again,
I mean,
because
diamonds.
this is how they make frit.
Ooh, it's kind of warm. I'm feeling some heat coming out of here.
More glass incoming.
Holy fudge.
No aquariums were killed
Oh, you can see the glow through the murk.
Yeah.
in this.
Oh boy, it's right on the window. Watch out.
Wait, you think it's going to bust out this way?
It could.
Or it
It's
could
piling
not.
up. It's looking cool.
One more and I'll be in business. Someone cut it. Let me go get another one.
I got you.
Sarah's in the back protecting herself with the question of the day.
Sarah's like, I'm not looking at this. Welcome to the gathering point.
It's just all crumbling.
Hot glass is being turned into frit right before your very
I'm
eyes.
nervous to get in there.
Are
It's
you
starting to
serious?
smoke in there. Look at it's
Oh,
steaming
come
up.
on now.
Oh my God,
It's
look
a
at
metal
this.
spoon. What are you nervous about?
We're gonna have some serious mopping to do after this show.
What? We just
boiling.
made a bunch of frit.
The water's bubbling.
Oh, it's on the side of the tank. Is it a glass
Boy,
tank?
Holy fudge.
I don't think so. I think it's plasticio, but we're over the top.
Who's cutting it?
I'll cut it, but I'll be quick. I don't want that thing volcano exploding in my hand.
Anyone gonna cut it?
Yeah, if you lift it up a little and you get some room.
Oh, you don't
Oh,
want that.
no.
One more time.
Hoppa.
Look at that. Ooh.
Oh, well.
I don't think because there's water in it.
Oh, we got a crack here.
Oh, yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
It's plasticio.
We
It's
wanna-
plasticalini.
But now
Now
that we've
that's
added all
Italian.
that molten hot glass to it, we've heated up that water, now that water's sterile, you can drink it.
And
That is what I've heard.
Exactly, and I do hope that all the little pollywogs survived. My pet pollywogs that were in there.
There are no pollywogs.
All right, well, welcome everyone to the gathering point. This is our glass blowing show on YouTube, where really we are going to make some functional items.
Yeah,
And
we're
Jake,
gonna make something classic now, just nice and normal.
Is it
Because-
already considered a classic?
Well,
what
maybe
makes
not.
something classic?
I think the rule is it has to be something that could go into the tank.
Has to go in the tank.
well,
and
that's right,
survive.
because that's the theme of the show, folks.
It is.
It's our turtle super after the fact release, re-release, secondary opportunity to purchase this brand new product. We had a lot of pre-sales for it. We did a lot over the weekend.
So
We
let's
made a
back.
fresh batch for you guys on the
Let's
table
back
tonight.
up a little bit. Who are you?
My name is Jacob.
I'm Oliver.
Crystallini.
I'm Bess. With no mic.
Here, you want to?
And ta-da!
I'm Michelle.
Oh, Get them with the
All right,
hands.
let's
Yeah.
get back to the action. I'm going to show you some samples of the turtles so you'll get it if this is your first time to the show. What we do is we make these turtles or our different products, and then during the show they go live at 6:30. So if you see a number in front of them, that's number 9. There's number 11, number 10. They're all listed on the website, which goes live at 6:30 because we want to show you how we make them so you understand everything that's involved with the turtle.
All right, I got a couple coats of 2 different types of oranges, and we're gonna start shaping up the shell of this turtle. This is gonna be a members exclusive item, folks. It might be the coolest, most unique turtle you've ever seen.
And speaking of members, we got a new one today. Bess, what was her name?
Karen.
Karen, welcome to Glass Academy's membership program. Karen joined at the Star Supporters level, which is $8 a month.
Woo!
Gives you coupons, behind the scenes footage, access to the Anila reveal, and live videos.
This is still bubbling.
That thing is looking hot over there. Blow a light. That's good.
I'm waiting for it to bust.
So we have made one turtle on the show before, but here today, we're gonna really dive into it. We've had our full in-house experience, and so we've made a ton of custom turtles over last weekend. We've made a brand new table, as Michelle just showed you, and we want to explore the possibilities of the new turtle design that we've came up with since January of this year. So,
And why turtles?
because they're just adorable and amazing.
Would love to hear in the comments if anyone got to see us make a turtle these past weekend.
Has anyone received their turtle?
Has anyone received their turtle?
This past weekend, geez.
Is it this
Time
past
is
weekend or is the
flying.
weekend beforehand?
Weekend before.
Yeah,
Time's not real.
we really don't know what's going on over here.
Oliver, when you get a chance, we'll move over the glass.
Yeah.
But welcoming you guys into the show. This is the gathering point. Every Tuesday night we're doing something creative, unique, and one of a kind. And I'd love to hear how everybody's doing and where you guys are watching from and what the deal is.
Why were you heating that?
I wanted to give this guy a spine.
It kind of looks like we just did those, what were they? Punchkis? What were they? Pasties and empanadas. And they had the empanadas were pinched like
I love
that.
an empanada.
Empanada? Or
That's how they say it.
empanada?
I don't know.
It's empanada.
Excuse me.
No one could possibly know for sure.
It's got the nya.
It's got the nya.
nya.
And you see, I did it with my finger.
Yeah, it's got, yeah.
You're gonna do that around the edge too?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that around the edge, and then we'll get the flippers on there, and then
Tail, like
little
a
needs a
tail,
head.
and then I'll get the body on it, and then we'll go from there. So if you guys have questions, or if you've never been to the show before, we'd love to hear you in the chat on both the FB and the YT. Love to get to know you.
I'll read your comments in a second. I'm just getting a video right now.
Remember, this is
Put
the
your
members
camera up.
exclusive item, and it's gonna be
Double vision.
a little something special.
Something. So welcome to the show. If you've not been to the show before,
All right, Oliver or Dad, you want to go for the flippers?
every Tuesday we do these live glass blowing shows.
I love how bright the frit is out today.
These will be the colors we're using today. Best comments that they're nice and bright. Spring has sprung here in Michigan. If you are watching from a foreign country, know that time has changed. And so we might be an hour earlier, so hopefully you're here. If you subscribe to our channel on YouTube, it sends you a notification. So regardless of time change or anything else going on, you will always know the right time.
Doing a lot of sculpting here. This is a blown bubble, actually. It's a hollow shell, which allows the turtle to have life within it. But what I'm doing now and working with each heat, sculpting the edge of the glass and putting these really detailed, super realistic, ultra realistic edges to it is glass sculpting.
I just had an idea. Like hermit crabs, you know how they changed their shell?
Yeah.
What if we made like hermit crab shells? Would they climb into a glass shell?
They'd probably really like a glass
I think
shell.
I've heard of a glass blower doing that before.
I think
one
so
of our
too.
customers
And
might
then
have
you
told me
could
about
see
it.
all the guts of the crab inside.
What I've always wanted. Would be pretty cool though. All right, Oliver's coming in right on cue. This is the next addition of glass to the original gather, and he brought it over real hot. And while you use that original heat before it cools down, I want to shape it up and get it to as much of its final position as I can, because this glass is always cooling down so much. Here's flipper number 1. You know, and those might have to be adjusted based on what Chris is doing. I'm not sure. But this is going to be a collab piece. I'm hoping I get this foot figured out before this piece explodes right into Bess's camera.
Why would it explode?
It's just cooling down so fast. I'm talking, thinking, and working really hard, and I usually take a heat
You're
in between
talking
those
too much?
2 feet. Yeah.
You you want like the bottom bit to come on now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's make that out of recycle.
Okay.
Hope you can work with those flippers, Dad.
Oh yeah, I can do it.
Bright orange. It doesn't
Looking
look.
up pictures for the next stage so he knows exactly what he's doing.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sometimes we got to reference things as we're working on them. Get the perfect picture.
Can't believe that thing hasn't exploded, but it is starting to leak a little bit on us.
I'm gonna wheel it out of the area.
I think so. This is a really great demonstration of how the hot glass moves.
I think the bottom cracked out.
Check this out.
Ooh, super drip. Is that his belly button?
This is kind of his belly. It's also a little bit part like interior goo, but it's mostly symbolizing the seed. And we also are able to put them at different angles so that each one of your turts sits sideways in a different way, like it's flying through the ocean.
So we are closed to the public on Tuesday. So if that's you calling us, we're not going to answer.
We're streaming.
Yeah, we're all here on the show. It's kind of like when we do a news program, the phone starts ringing and it's like, wait, we're on the news. We can't answer you.
You ready for this handoff?
Yeah, so you're gonna try to punny it so he's kind of like this, so I can build off the ends.
Yeah, I was gonna punny it like this.
Yep.
Is that what you mean?
Nope.
That's the way we've been doing it. Do you want it differently? You want it like this?
Yeah, like on an angle like that's fine.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
Shep Talk.
that guy. Drop it down a hair. Keep going. Sigmund.
Interesting.
Take a look at this, folks. I mentioned how that's going to be a bright orange turtle. I know it doesn't look like it now, but a little donkey poo
Nice,
cools
nice.
it down and it gets much brighter.
You know what, Bess? My mic was off. If we can comment on those comments later.
Yeah.
I
Mary
was-
said that she hasn't found her turtle yet, so she's hoping she finds one tonight.
Oh, Mary.
Oh, it's coming.
6:30. You better watch out. These are all
my
fresh.
God.
Nobody's even seen these turtles before, except for Sarah did a lot of work setting these up, and Miranda did a lot of work photographing
He's
them
off.
for you guys to get the detail. But just you wait. And there's also the one of 2 jumbo turtles ever that were ever made, and we highlighted that last week as well.
You're off.
Turn it on.
Okay.
That'd be a good.
Oh, I think it's
Yes.
good during to have everyone be like,
Probably all going to be the same, except for the last bit of the thing is going to be black. The last 2 bits.
So this is looking pretty good.
So Bess and I were both out of town last week,
Yeah.
and Bess won the lottery.
Bess, congratulations.
So she took some of her cash and she unexpectedly went on a vacation.
Wow.
I wish.
Where'd you go, Bess?
Where do you think she went, everyone? Put it in the chat. Where did Bess go on vacation when she won her lottery money?
My turn to read the comments.
And then a couple other exciting things happened this week. What would they be?
I'll take that little bumpy.
Any comments of where Bess went?
I think she went to Tahiti.
She's gone for a
We
couple
got no
days.
sound, Bess. Can you come take a look at that?
I sure can. I think they said that because everybody muted their mics at once.
Ah. So maybe we're good.
I think we're okay.
All right, we got some guesses here then. Joey's asking about the Goblet Show coming up soon.
Whoa.
So people do look for our first of the month Goblet shows.
We were just
Nobody
having a
ever-
debate about that.
Yeah, nobody ever is like, can't wait for the first of the month or, oh, look at that. It's not really looking that
Insurance
turtley. It's some
Santa.
kind of spiky turtle.
You tell me you never seen a turtle like that, Jake?
I guess maybe I have.
All right, any comments? No, I'm going to tell you guys, we've got a couple fun things planned for tonight. Bess did not win the lottery. It was an April Fool's joke.
I wish.
Yeah.
She was here. She had some family members that she went out of town for. They had fallen ill, and she went to be with them. Seems like everything's A-okay now. I'm trying to slide in some April Fool's jokes there. Was wondering if I got you guys. Were you envisioning Beth in Tahiti?
Heat that up and put some more color on it, and I'll take it for the next one.
Yeah, I got a
Okay.
friend who just went out to Florida this morning for a week. Sounds pretty sweet, but at the same time, we're starting to get some warmth around here in Dearborn, Michigan. Just outside Detroit, starting to get the shorts out. See the guys over
Oh
here
yeah, Oliver's got his shorts on.
representing. But let me fire off some names here over on the YT. It's nice to see Carol, our super social media champion. Dave's watching. We got Frank, Pam, Angel, Masters of Glass Blowing. Have a great day. Thank you very much. We got Tabea in the house. Love to see it. Lot
Tabea,
of
you ever
love.
seen a turtle like this?
Yeah, this is probably the most unique turtle I've ever seen come out of this studio so far. But let us know where you guys are watching from, what the deal is.
What is the deal? Ace of spades?
We got Sharon Watch in the house.
Sharon.
Sharon?
Sigmund's
sure-
asking maybe it's a snapping turtle.
Sharon, make sure you got May 8th on your calendar. Everyone's asking about those chairs. You got to strut your stuff.
Wow. So those don't really look like flippers.
What's going on here?
Well, it's doing the front stroke. Never seen a turtle do the front stroke?
I think I have. Isn't that the only stroke they know, or is that the breaststroke?
Most turtles do a backstroke.
All right,
No.
keep them coming.
Keep them coming.
Said stop
How
talking.
many?
We gotta put legs on this thing.
You want me to double team it, or are you doing good with the?
Sure, bring it on.
What do
And
you
we
want?
need blackout. Can you bring blackout? Because
I can do this.
Yep, a little black.
So Oliver
Oh,
takes
yeah.
the hot molten glass, dips it into the color. So we're gonna have an orange on there. Him and Chris had talked previously, so knows exactly how much color to bring. Looks like the other orange now, a layer of each. So this turtle
So,
has.
Oliver, you can flatten that on the marver into a flat bit and then bring her on over.
Should I like cylinderize it and get some length out of it first, or?
No, No, I don't think so, because you're going to get a second bit off of that. You're going to heat up and bring me another bit right after the one I cut off of there.
Okay, so I'm just going to let it rest on the marker on both sides for a second.
You got it.
Okay.
So he's gonna roll it, and per Chris's instruction, he's gonna flatten it. 2 colors.
All right. Beautiful.
Pretty relaxed and low key when we got these guys back. I'm kind of just standing around like,
Oh.
what the heck?
You aren't hustling. Read us
Last
some
week was
comments.
hardcore.
Yeah, read us some comments.
Stop right there.
Those are
Hannah's
good
thinking that
comments.
Maybe we make the flippers different sizes when you put them on, like you do with the handles on a chalice.
What is this? A side flipper?
What is going on
That makes
here?
the turtle more aerodynamic
This is the
As it-
craziest turtle I've
as
ever
it
seen.
front strokes through the ocean.
You guys really think this looks like a turtle? Tell us what you think this looks like.
Is this another April Fool's joke, perhaps?
No.
Flash it. We're going for it.
Oh, we got Mary S. in the house, a certified turtle lover. And
Long
this is
as it
her
gets
first time watching live.
Oh, well, welcome. We always do something kind of silly and wacky in the show.
Okay.
What up, Mary?
And sometimes it happens early in the show, sometimes it's late in the show.
We've got Amy Poupard watching tonight, too.
Miss
Amy.
Amy. Will we see you this Thursday, Amy?
I got to see her over the show weekend. I believe it was Sunday she came in, and it was pretty darn cool.
With Jolston?
She was wondering if we were making a bearded dragon. Curious.
Looks like a battle turtle.
Yeah, it does look like a battle turtle. Remember, it's going to be bright orange. We got 2 types of oranges layered together in this piece. Dave said, this is what happens when you let Chris go wild. I gave him a great blank palette of a beautiful orange turtle. And all of a sudden, what do we
just
got?
Still a
happened?
turtle.
It still is some sort of deformed,
Prehistoric.
prehistoric turtle. I love the head, though. The 2 antennae on that thing. It's freaking sweet.
Now, if you remember, you'll see the Anila reveal. Otherwise, we will do our best to post some pictures. Anila reveal is when Jake, Oliver, and or Robin talk about the products that were made, because anything that we make today has to cool overnight, so we won't even see it until Thursday.
Uh-oh, I got a couple guesses over here on the FB side of things. 4 in a row. We got Mary said crab turtle.
Ooh.
Barry Ann, crab turtle. Mary Ann, looks like a crab. Spider turtle, Godzilla turtle, monster from the deep.
Yeah, I think there we
yeah,
go.
Monster from the Deep. I like that.
Is that a movie or is that just a sweet name or
I
something?
think it's a sweet name.
That's
I think
baller.
we should put it when it cools off in the aquarium, and when you do the Anila reveal, lift it
that's
out.
a great idea.
Oh,
That's a
every
great
piece
idea.
in the aquarium.
Just pull them out from the murk.
Yeah.
Save that aquarium right up on Michelle's desk in the front office.
It's still smoking over there.
You can laugh all you want.
That's
I'm going to go
funny.
look at it.
I love that aquarium. That was Sarah's aquarium. What kind of fish did you have in there? Nice. Sweet.
Whose idea was the aquarium?
I don't remember.
That was Sarah's idea.
I think it was my idea.
Did you just happen to have one to offer up when we were
Yeah.
talking about
Still
it?
smoking.
I had a beta fish in college.
Aren't
Poor
they
life
like
choice.
extremely violent fish?
If you put them in with anything else, he had to be by himself.
I think you are going to have to save it for Thursday. It'll be cooled down by then, and you can put this radioactive turtle right on top of it.
For sure.
My beta fish's name was Toothless.
How old were you when you had him?
He was in college.
Toothless.
He lived in my dorm room.
So as a reminder, everybody, this is a members exclusive piece, which means that the first piece of every show, this is how we always do it, The first piece, whether it's small, big, medium, large, experimental, crazy, whatever else it could be, the members get the opportunity to purchase this. So we'll email a link out to you guys, those of you that are either a Star supporter or a Loyalty League member, and you guys have exclusive rights to this piece. Everything else after this on the show, which after this I will say we're going to make a jumbo turtle with marini barnacles on the shell. We're going to put the most time and effort and forethought and energy that we ever have into a large turtle here. That piece will be available to the public, first come, first serve, and it'll be posted on our website,
Oh yeah. that was the end.
glassacademy.com.
Give me 1 second, Allie.
So it's getting a little precarious. The more arms and legs that, or whatever these things are, that Chris adds to this piece.
Protrusions?
This is the kind of stuff when Robin, our shipping queen's watching at home, she gets all excited about. She's like, woohoo!
I want to ship that.
Extremities!
Oh, Katrina, you emailed us about an egg. I have to check that. I shipped that order. Robin was out of town. And so, Katrina, if you're watching, I will make it right.
Oh, he's coming in with the snippers. That's all the time you can have, especially with this bright orange color that they're using, as bright as Chris's shirt. That color cools down really quick, and Oliver's bringing it over presented beautifully. It's got a great heat on it, but if he were to go for 4 or 5 of those in a row, by the time he cut the 5th one, he'd barely be able to cut it, and the first one would be rock solid again. So it's really important that he's doing 1 or 2 at a time and making sure they're lined up the way he wants.
Jake, are you growing?
I did have a growth spurt last week. Feels really good.
Now you're the tallest in the shop.
Yep.
Towering over us.
Diane says it looks like a horseshoe crab missing the long tail.
Uh-oh.
It does kind of look like a
Snap,
horseshoe crab.
Diane.
Yep.
Nobody really
Sigmund?
did say it was April Fool's.
Sigmund says new Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. Are they coming out with new Pokemon these days?
They're always
they're
coming out
coming
with new Pokemon.
these days.
Seriously?
Really?
Always.
Yeah.
Did
I
they
did
delete
not
old
know that.
Pokemon?
No,
No.
they do not.
Those guys are more powerful than we are.
They got like over 1,000 of them now.
How do you
Wow.
keep track of all that?
My niece and nephew collect Pokemon cards, so I've been taught.
Jake collected Pokemon cards.
No,
I
I
still
did
collect
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Pokemon.
I did Yu-Gi-Oh.
You do?
Yeah, I got that app. It's super sweet.
Oh, I did Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yu-Gi-Oh was the jam. Pull out your thing.
Well, we have 700 YouTube videos.
That's right. We broke 700.
So
Pretty
there.
incredible. And if any of you guys saw the most recent one that was edited and reproduced by Roland and Michelle, it was a great wrap-up of one of our recent shows, and it looked amazing. And if you don't just constantly go to our YouTube and check for brand new, super cool content outside of our Tuesday
Ready
live
when you
shows,
are, Allie.
I think you better check that out.
Yeah, we have a vase one where Chris talks about how he makes a vase, and then we have one made for kids with experiments they can actually do at
man.
home.
That family-friendly experiment one is good. I had me laughing. I was laughing on my couch. It was so funny. But that just turned out really good. It was Chris's birthday last Wednesday, folks, so if you guys want to show him some love in the chat, send it this way. We just missed it by a day on the show last week.
Oh, you
but
guys didn't talk about it? I feel like people did.
we might have talked about it, but Donna just made us a giant carrot cake, the densest, most powerful cream cheese super carrot cake that there ever was, and I got to bring it back up again because I'm full of carrot cake.
I know, we're all got carrot head.
All right, guys, if you haven't figured it out yet, you better keep trying.
April Fools, that's no turtle, folks.
I turned into a crab, and I got to put some big old crab claws on it.
That thing's looking so cool.
But he's looking pretty neat. We got a couple marini eyes to put on top of those tendrils at the end.
Oh, what was that bell for? Tell
That's
me.
the subscribe bell.
And
Oh.
subscribe to what?
Our channel, @glassblowing.
On
If
YouTube.
you guys didn't already notice that, that's our YouTube channel. That's our tag, our handle, I suppose it's called.
We're the
And
gathering point.
Jake, could you
What
put
are
we're
the little
handling the glass community.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh,
If you
Little bird
are
effect.
interested in purchasing a turtle, the table is now live.
This thing's
You go
so
to
cool.
glassacademy.com. On the home page, you will see a tab that says Gathering Point. The turtles are listed there.
I'll let you guys stay on the action, but I did want to point out or just mention a couple numbers that I think are amazing.
And this just went live.
Just went live on the Glass Academy website. Number 10 is the only one. I can just talk about it right now as they're going for the tail.
I know. I'm going to go back.
Number 10 is the only one with Van Gogh
I don't know what
swirls on it.
orientation you want.
Really incredible.
Spin
Number
it.
8's the puffiest
Right
on
there.
the table.
Spin again.
Super powerful
Keep
pink.
going, keep going, keep going.
Number
Right there.
3, we made multiples of because they were highlighted on. Oh, that's crab arm number 1. Number 3 were the highlights on our marketing for our spring show. There were 3 turtles that were posted, and number 3 was a hot seller. So we did make multiples of those, and they look super good. Green on green, super sea turtley. Really an incredible thing.
Could you spell that, please? Turtley?
Turtl.
L-L-E-Y?
Yeah. I actually had a hard time with spelling this morning. We were scribing all the bottoms of the glasses for our new beverage counter at the Michigan room. And so we had like an old-fashioned rocks glass that I scribed about 20 glasses in a row, and about the 10th time I wrote the word fashioned, it didn't even seem like a real word anymore. It was like really
So
a
how
weird
would the
conundrum.
word fashion be involved in glass?
Because it's old-fashioned.
It's not new fashioned, it's old fashioned.
Yeah. We're at the point in this piece where we're starting to open the doors and make space available in the reheating chamber for Chris and Oliver, especially because they're working side by side. So when you feel the heat of the door and you hear the squeak of the old door handle, you know that this piece is getting serious and it's getting kind of large and in charge.
Who's in charge of fixing that squeak?
Guess that would be me.
We like the squeak.
Yeah, I like the squeak. That's kind of like
It's
the
okay.
call.
It
It's
doesn't.
the large piece call.
It doesn't matter. I'm just kind of commenting. The
I want
squeaks
to
of the
read
glass
a
shop.
super chat from
Yeah.
YouTube.
Oh, let's go.
Jeff sent a
Coming,
super
Allie?
chat.
What does that mean?
It is a super chat.
Oh, Jeff.
And he said, you guys have amazing skills. This is so much fun to watch. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. That's awesome. We appreciate you. Super cool seeing this come together, and I had no idea it was going to be as intense and baller as it is right now. But Chris is taking it to another level.
To the deep end. I was just gonna say we were
Is there
just
no
in
turtle
Maine.
mojo within there?
I mean, kind of. He's got still like a back flippers.
When we were in Maine
Well,
and
it's,
staying with my friend, he
Lobster
said,
has a long tail. Hence,
got that,
everyone
Oliver?
eats lobster tails. This is a crab, baby.
But do crabs have heads like this?
Do they have what?
Oh, crabs have
Well, they
heads
do
like
when
this.
we put the tentacle, when we put the marinis on there, for sure.
Oh my God. It's getting serious. We got about 50 people watching live on the YT, folks. Now's a great time to like the feed that you're watching. Show us a little bit of love. If all 50 of you guys like it at the same time, something might happen to this turtle.
yeah.
I don't know.
Or I've heard if you put 5 words in the chat. Now, some of you are watching and you don't like
Whoa.
putting
They
words
get
in
ya?
the chat.
Clamped on.
Why not?
Cool.
Bit ya.
That's fine. They're probably laying really comfortable on the couch and they're watching an
True.
HD on their TV.
True.
Just
All
having
right,
a good
we're gonna
time.
do
But I'm
Soak it
just
up
saying, if you want to comment, it gets everyone all excited. I know there were some new people we met in Maine that are probably going to be watching tonight's show. We went to a fish store and we were passing out our card and told them to watch. This would be the perfect show if you were a Maynard.
Maynard. So speaking technically about this piece, we mentioned it's orange. He's got some black on the outside here, but all these extremities
the
are
Pokemon
really
cornfish.
precarious, not only for Robin to ship, but more so because of the temperature and the way glass works. And orange is a really stiff color, so it cools down a little bit quicker, takes a little longer to heat back up.
There it goes.
There goes a nice explosion in the background. It wasn't the tank, though.
It wasn't.
Those
Oh.
eyes.
But all these extremities are really fragile temperature-wise. So if you let that drop down, that's why he's been torching these tips here, but he's also torching the punny, the connection piece on the very back of this crab.
What you got, Bess?
So Hannah says this looks like the Pokemon Corphish.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, hold that picture.
Look at that. Steady hand, Chris, coming in. 2 pink marini
Oh my goodness.
eyeballs.
Looks a little bit more like crabby in my mind, though.
Fair, but I could see that. It's like a mesh between the two.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so when Chris was looking at his phone earlier, what was he looking at?
This is what
we
Chris...
did just.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, the thing, most of those were cut, but what you can actually see and what he'll see once these wet out and they melt together is that these are hollow in the middle, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of color layered on top of each other, and then a hole in the middle. So you might see orange coming through the middle. The middle's got an opaque pink, and there's 3 different other layers of pink. These are really cool hollow marini that was just added to it. We're going to use these for the jumbo turtle as well. It's like pretty much like
Yes.
a lot cooler
Well,
than I was expecting.
Someone said it was like a spider crab, which I'll have to look one of those up.
Is
No,
that
it's bright orange. It looks like the crab that you'd eat when you went to Red Lobster.
Little Mermaid at Sebastian?
Has anybody been to a Red Lobster out there?
They got those biscuits.
You
We
been?
just went to Maine
I
where
buy
there
the
was
frozen
real
biscuits.
lobster.
Red
biscuits
Lobster
are-
frozen biscuits?
those are
I
good.
think Red Lobster's only in Michigan.
No, it's in Florida.
I grew up going there in Buffalo, Philly.
Yeah.
You would
It's
drive
around.
to Michigan from
That was-
Buffalo,
that-
Philly to
that
go to a
was-
Red
that
Lobster?
was Ted's Lobster, not Red. That was Ted's.
Ted's Lobster.
Come on, we're talking Red Lobster, guys.
I'm making lobster mac and cheese this week.
Now that
Ooh.
sounds delicious. That sounds good.
Are any of you guys like big seafood eaters?
I was just about to ask the people, what is the craziest seafood item you've ever eaten? Oliver? I meant
I
the
thi-
people online, but I also want to hear from you
Yeah,
too.
I think I gotta think of the right name for it. I think I've had like octopus nigiri, where it's like the fillet of whatever it is on top of the rice, but it was like mostly octopus suction cup, and that was probably the bravest I've ever been as an eater.
Right for the suction cups.
I thought I was gonna stick to the roof of my mouth.
Yeah, that's
You just
dangerous.
be
It
there
gets caught
forever.
right, like 2 inches down your throat and just like barnacleizes right to your esophagus.
I was in danger, but I survived.
How about a GA stamp?
Close call.
I think I might be able to do one right on the.
Right where you knock it off.
Well, should we do it when we knock it off, or should we do
That's
it
where we
beforehand?
stamp the turtles, but
We got a little
This
bit
is a
more
little bit-
extremities on here.
yeah, a little bit more precarious. This is our GA stamp. I'm gonna get a great shot of this. This is our signature,
I
folks.
feel like I should be getting the gloves ready.
Kaboom!
Damn, nice. Whoa.
That's a cool looking little crabber.
Red Lobster in Nebraska. Now he's crabby with those eyes.
They have
Chris
Ted's
is
Lobster. other
25
places.
years old now.
Wow.
Amy says she'll be here on Thursday. Yes.
Well, that sounds pretty good. Look at that.
I want to make sure she sits all right on the table.
It is a she.
I was gonna ask.
If I sprinkle a little bit of frit on the underside, it would be eggs.
Oh.
That'd be kind of cool.
All
If we
right.
give you enough time, you're gonna do the whole ocean.
Yeah. Look at those arms. You see the color of the orange coming out in the coldest parts, the back end tips. So maybe a couple more heats, he'll equalize it. You see Oliver, knowing that they're kind of thin and it's a precarious piece, has got the gloves nice and preheated with our brand new set of super gloves. Those things are
Working 'em.
beautiful.
Jake, just as a heads up, I'm gonna need someone probably to help me with the right side door.
I'll get right over there and I'll make it happen.
I think I'm gonna cut the punny off.
Instead of tapping it.
Yeah, too many little fragile things. Every time I see some of the mega sculptors, that's what they do.
Yeah, just drip it
You
off.
know, when you have a giant sperm whale that's 4 feet long and it's got 18 little dolphins jumping next to it, you can't be banging it with a dealio.
You guys know what he means there?
No, does anyone follow that lobster guy on Instagram where he'll pull it out and it's like the female lobster and she's got like 400 eggs on her and he's like, she's super big and he throws her back in?
I never heard of that lobster guy.
It's so cool because you learn all these lobster things you didn't know. It's like the biggest lobster you've ever
guy.
seen.
That sounds like lobster content. Trending.
I feel
It
like I'm
does.
making a slug.
This is the only product we have in the gallery that we do this similar move where Chris is going to drip it off of the pipe. And it's pretty crazy that he's doing it, and he's doing it.
Which and the other?
I'm going over onto the table.
I could pull down on it with this a little if you wanted. Look at that.
Look at that little snip.
Just look at it.
We're
Should we
looking
take
at
this?
it.
Just look at it.
Ready for you, Ollie.
That's incredible. I'm here
Nope,
for
Oliver's
help
got
if
the
you
heated
need.
gloves. Where are you guys going?
We're going over here.
You got it, baby. Don't even worry about flipping over. Put it right in our shell.
Right side.
Woo-hoo! Woo!
All
Beautiful,
right,
dude.
nice combo.
Warmer
Nice
upper
fit,
of the
man.
year right
That's a
there.
sweet piece.
Let's go.
That's crazy. Started as a turtle, April Fool's special. I hope we got you guys. Turned into a crab. And that was
Yep.
pretty sweet. That's a heck of a members piece.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's an
super
intense
sweet.
one.
Yeah,
Man, so now we just got to recoup and get ready to make the jumbo turtles all.
Yeah, we're only going bigger now.
Oh, why don't you just you want to do a regular one in
Whoa,
between?
Look at that.
Ooh, that's cool looking now that it's settling.
That is so cool.
It's
looks
like
like a-
intestines.
A glass coral reef.
Wreath?
Not a reef, but a reef. A Christmas coral reef.
Well, you know, I guess we're losing some turtles on the table, but I could, if you guys want to prep a little bit for the shell and whatnot, I could show off some of these turtles before
right.
they're all
Yes.
gone.
We moved the table, so it's kind of like on the side here
Nice
now.
over here. Good lighting. Here's the number 3 I was talking about. I just love this guy. We got the heads figured out so nice. The flippers are now kind of, you know, pushed against the body, so they're not too precarious, but they're real flipper-like and gorgeous. That's a twist one. This one right here, number 12, has great contrast and kind of a little bit of a badonkadonk.
What? What is this?
Isn't it kadonkadonk, a buffalo?
This one's beautiful, transparent with the white spots, golden head, golden flippers, clear rock.
Oh, we do have a specialty thing happening tonight too. You want to pull one of these when you're done?
Oh, yes, I will. Number 1, once again. Look at the shell color on that.
What was he? 70 ounces?
70 ounces. This guy's been around for like 276 years in turtle time. But that guy is the first ever jumbo turtle, and the one we're about to make is going to be even more detailed and crazy. You want me to just pick one of these?
Yeah, sometimes we talk about twisties, and I don't know that everyone knows what they are. If you
My
leave us
favorite
a
one.
Google review, we can mail you a twisty. And twisties are a little piece of glass that goes on a keychain. And they're super fun and adorable. And anyone who purchases a turtle tonight gets a free twisty.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that we mailed them out necessarily for Google reviews.
We don't mail them out for Google reviews.
Okay.
So you have to come in-house and give us one. But I'm going
Right.
to take this over to Sarah.
Beautiful.
And she's going to match one to each of the turtles that are going out the door. And then these are all the glasses that are made for our soft opening and our bar opening on May 8th.
This is what I was talking about to have my brain all dizzy.
Old fashioned.
May 8th, folks, you can be drinking an old fashioned out of one of these. And the coolest thing is the other two drinks are going to be the gin and tonic and the margarita. I know you guys were guessing last week, but I've found NA liquors for both the gin and tonic and the margarita. So we'll have substitutions with just as much flavor and delicious craziness that'll blow your mind. And you can still have the full entire experience if you're into NA options and alternatives for both of those two drinks. It's going to be super sweet.
Hop back over. I have 4 gift cards to give away tonight, so I'm just
Wow.
going to give away one of them.
That sounds
Let's
great.
do it.
So we've got 4 $25 gift card winners. And again, if you don't know how to enter to win these, this is coming from that question in the e-news. So when you answer that question, you get entered to win one of 4 gift cards. So I will give these away throughout the night. So our first winner, congratulations, Mary Lou.
Whoa, Mary Lou.
Mary Lou.
So anytime you win one of these gift cards, it is going to be emailed to you by Donna. So just keep an eye out on your email for that code. You can use it on product, you can use it on classes, but congratulations, and I'm going to give 3 more away throughout the night, plus our giveaway item that was made last week, so stay tuned.
That's a lot of giveaways. And so it can be, like Beth said, classes, online product. It can be in gallery. And I just wanted to come over here. Chris is starting, but I wanted to show off the tulips because spring has sprung.
They're so cute.
Look at those. Wow. Pocket vases will hold tulips if you want a vase. All right. We got the big ball up here because the big turtle needs an indent. It's
Love in
looking
the
like it's going to
comments.
have some orange.
In the chat, everybody.
Got the Marinis being preheated for its back.
All right, Chris is going for a double dunk here, folks. I see he's got a blue pipe. He had a small gather with a bubble on there, and he's going in for his second dunk into our 200-pound, 2100 degrees, crystal clear glass tank. When you go for a second dunk like that, and the tank's maybe a little bit lower, he was already thinking ahead to pull out the pipe cooler, the custom-built pipe cooler. It's been around for like 99 years. And
Just as long as Chris been blowing glass.
And I want to remind everyone, we're not in the jumbo glory hole, so size matters.
Yes, it's true. And he's going right into the color with this. Looks like he's going into the granny green, which is going to look pretty muddled and kind of like that orange look this particular color does look like while it's hot. But this is going to be a big old turtle shell, and this is going to be our shell sculpting device here, which you could work out with at the gym. So heavy.
Our shot put.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Was it for another job?
I couldn't tell you. I just happened to acquire it. One day it was in my pocket.
Just rolled into the metal
Yep,
shop.
It was in my pocket.
2 things I want to say real quick. One, the crab is available to our Loyalty League members. So good luck, Fast Fingers. That's a super one-of-a-kind item. You're never going to see anything again like it.
For real. I'm glad you got some real content of that one.
Yeah. I also want to read a comment from Pammy. She said, just a quick pop-in on a college break to say good day from an all-wet, soggy Tamworth, Australia. Loving the turtles, and the shop is looking amazing.
Let's go, Pammy. Shouts out.
Thank you.
We're doing everything we can around here, folks. Everyone's working like crazy, and it just feels really good getting all these projects tidied up and wrapped up. And
I can't believe it. It's no sooner do we get one done that something else kicks in. They're
Yeah.
like back to back to back to back.
yeah.
Sometimes it
What's
feels like we
kicking
get
in?
one done and then 3, 4 pop up.
Let's kick it in.
All the ingredients for the bar, buying the coffee cups, all the kitchenware stuff for behind the bar, all the soft openings so we can be ready for the grand opening, doing
Yeah.
the press release, getting the mayor here for a ribbon cutting.
Just a couple things.
you know.
And we need AA batteries.
I got them.
And he did go to Home Depot and got
There's
them.
some up front.
No, there's none up front.
That's a joke.
But now there's some because I went to Home Depot yesterday and got them. Battery run.
Yeah.
The crab has found his home.
Just like
Crab
that,
found its
folks.
home.
All right.
I'm not surprised about that one. That's just a ridiculously one-of-a-kind piece. We are starting to book events for the Michigan Room, anticipating that May 8th being the grand opening and having our signature 3 cocktails for now and our other canned beverages and non-alcoholic options and coffee will all be ready to go then. So if you're from out of town or if you're local, we're starting to book. We've got multiple events. We just locked another one down today with a couple of the local city chambers, a nice mixer that they're going to come in and hang out and watch glass blowing. You want to have a birthday party, you want to have any sort of social corporate work event here in-house.
But probably not a wedding. We kind of nixed the wedding.
We've had one wedding in our studio, folks,
couldn't it
and
be
that
like
was the first
if it was
and last
like
one.
50 people or under?
It was, but they want to do dancing late night
Yeah.
and have the ceremony, and it's just like, we're a working
Give us
studio.
a couple years to get this figured out, and then we might add that package.
Be a cool rehearsal dinner space, though.
This is true.
Rehearsal dinner would work.
Bachelorette party, bachelor
Yes.
party.
Absolutely.
Photo shoot, if you wanted to do a photo shoot here.
100%. This is getting big, folks. I'm going to kind of meander my way into the help with pipe turning zone.
Good.
And whether that's for the neckline or just for taking reheats, I'm just going to be here.
Bigger than this, you think? or-
You got to watch that glory hole.
Yeah, if we're turning it sideways and whatnot.
Once
The
it gets
first one we did
flattened.
of these during the live show, it literally exploded. We blew it a little bit too thin, and we were getting ready to put the arms and the legs and everything on, getting ready to flip it around, and we went in here, and there was a whole crowd of like 30 people, and we just heard a giant explosion, and then, you know, Chris just pulled it out, showed off the giant glob like you guys have seen us do it on the show before. We're not robots, but now we have made 2 of these, and we kind of know what we're shooting for.
So I'm preparing it for the steel ball plunge.
The smackdown?
Yep, I'm looking like that's probably going to be good.
Do you want any paddleage on the top, or you think you're going to get it hot enough that it's just going to sink right in
I
there?
think we're going to get the old squash or
This is going to be a floppy, soggy, sweet-looking shot. You're all done with this orange?
Yes, I am.
Hey, be
He's capping it and kind of letting some air go, and he's capping it, and he's kind of shaping that with air within it as it's sagging down.
You know what that looked like? You remember how we talked about Elf on a Shelf, the hats?
Yeah.
It was like a head with a saggy hat.
Totally.
Turn that for a second, Oliver.
Oh, he's turning up the torch. And to think we went so long with a smaller torch than that. You want me on torch duty again like we did before?
Yeah,
You got
I was gonna try to do this like you did yours, like get both sides hot and pinch
Okay.
them both. Think I'd be able to do it?
I don't know.
Have someone turn your pipe and do 2 hands.
Or should I just do
Pinch and-
one at a time?
I think do one at a time. It's better to not risk it.
Biscuit? You got biscuits?
Biscuit for the risk it.
Risk it for the biscuit.
I think I'm gonna have to flash and do this one more time.
You want me to rotate? Just let me know.
Okay.
So that's a bright green, grass green, and then a bright orange on top. And it's really not going to look completely like that until it 100% cools down. But
That's what it is.
you can take our word for it.
Trust us.
Yeah.
So Gabe had a question when you showed off the old-fashioned glasses.
What up, Gabe?
He said, how do you get that stamp at the bottom?
Ah, what a great question.
Magic.
And that's actually a good question for that particular glass, considering the crackle effect that
Try
we
it.
did.
Shield
Hottie.
his hand. Can you shield his hand?
Just can't.
Get it.
How about heating that up for me?
Last time you were using those little bit wider flat crimps. Do you want those?
Nah, because they gave it too big of a square pinch. Just even if they're just like this, I don't mind them. I can go back in and grab them.
All right. Yeah, that particular glass, here's our GA stamp, and this is how we sign everything that we make. We've got 4 or 5 of these around the shop.
Cap it. Cap.
Brass stamp.
Move that, I can't see.
And nice. In the same way, we were just torching the side of this to put a little extended bonus heat onto
Looks
a certain
good.
spot. We'll torch the bottom of those glasses as we knock them off. That's the punting mark. That's where it was connected to the pipe. But the trick with those, with the old-fashioned, is that we've crackled the bottom. So they're really actually cracked glass, not too deep that it's fragile, but just on the surface, so it's a texture and an optical appearance. And if you over-torch that, whoever's putting the piece away into the box and knocking it off the pipe and finishing it off, if they torch it for too long, you're gonna lose a good majority of that crackle texture. So the timing's really important. Just heat it up the right amount.
Good explanation.
That's all I got. Thanks, Oliver.
Cap, Oliver.
So for those of you watching on FB, I do have a active poll right now for you guys. I was asked earlier to put this up for you. I'll read it off when we're all said and done, but I was asked to get your opinion.
Uh-oh. Whoa, oh my gosh. What tattoo should Jake get next? And the three options are presented by Bess.
No, they're options you told me. They were your top three.
Right, you're right, that's what I meant.
Yeah, it was Jake's top three options.
Clown, carrot, or cat. Well, I'm going to pick the one that I think would be the coolest, that I would prefer to have.
It's clown.
A clown, carrot, or a cat.
Yeah, you're
on
a
Facebook.
real clown guy.
Oliver thinks I'm going clown. You went clown too? For you or for me? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's 2 for clown.
Right now we've got 14 for cat, 2 for carrot, 1 for clown.
Jake, if you got a clown tattoo, I think that would improve our friendship.
I got a really good friend from college that's coming to visit town this weekend, and she's got a really nice clown tattoo, and it's definitely not my style. That's the last thing I would be getting
These were
tattooed
your
on my
top three,
body.
Jake.
No, that was the April Fool's edition. But let me just change the subject for a second, because we got a great comment from Catherine over here, watching from Lexington, Kentucky, which I believe there's a glass
Ooh.
shop in Lexington, isn't there?
I can't remember. I know there's an amazing horse park, though.
She's absolutely enthralled. Super cool.
Ask her where she found us.
Nice to see you, Catherine.
How did
And
you
it's
found
true.
us if you're
Yep,
new
how
to
did
the
you
show?
find us? Carrie just did get a tattoo on Saturday, and she got something super awesome. I saw some pictures of it.
It was a clown.
It was a clown. That's right, Carrie. Share pictures.
April Fools or not.
Oh, Hannah guessed the carrot.
And I want to say, if you're new to the show, welcome to the glass community where people watch every week. We get to know you guys, you know us, and you can join in the conversation. It's all for fun. There's no judgment, there's no negativity, there's no pain or suffering, just good glass blowing humor.
The only pain and suffering going on is the tips of Chris's fingers when he's going to pinch the edge of that shell.
I think I figured out what my next tattoo is going to be.
A turtle?
Clown.
The man who said he was never getting another tattoo.
I don't know. I wanted it to be something special.
A
He's
crab.
falling in love with this
And now
turtle.
I just made this cool crab. No.
I'm gonna
This
walk.
turtle shell is looking pretty dope.
That is pretty sweet.
Catherine said she found us through Facebook.
Oliver, would you give me a light?
Oh,
pop-up?
nice.
Beautiful.
Hello?
Facebook is our friend.
Facebook's our friend. YouTube's our friend. Again, our team is our channel is at Glassblowing. Is the channel.
All right, so at this point right now, do you think we should put the shell decorations on, or should we build out a little bit before we pony it up?
They're pretty big shell decorations.
Yeah, I would get the shell decorations so they have time to melt in
I
good
think while we
before.
got good control, and
Yeah.
whatnot,
Put 'em
like
on
a
now?
honey and whatnot. Yeah.
All right. So you're gonna work the paddler, and I'll work the torch.
And you gotta give yourself leverage.
You're doing everything but the shell.
All right, fine.
I'll just be right here.
Oliver,
And
yeah.
Oliver, you just stand guard.
I can
baby.
I can go read some comments
I've
maybe.
been standing guard for like
All right,
three
get
and a
those
half
things
pieces.
hot, Jake.
For like 3.5 pieces.
Hannah is asking why Chris has a heart on one of his nails on his finger.
Yeah,
Because
did you
he's in
smash your
love.
finger?
Oh my God,
You didn't see that?
I do.
Let me see. Oh,
How did someone see that? And it's actually because I was peeling off resist on the floor that I was painting, and a chunk of it stuck on there that looks like a heart.
Chris, we're filming in 8K. They can see every
Yeah.
follicle of hair on your face.
All right, well, lucky I shaved the hair off my ears.
That is more information than anyone wants to know.
so I'm lifting these up. We've got those same pink marinis in
I'm
here.
ready
The
when you are, Jake.
The paddle's full, and I went up in the air because heat rises.
Oliver,
and
I need you to cap this for me.
that little bit of extra mojo is going to allow Chris to not have these explode when he attaches them to his
Are
turtle
you
shell.
doing them one by one?
Yes.
I thought you were doing them on the whole back.
We changed our mind. I think that it's going to stick and look really nice and barnacly in the shell when you add one at a time.
Why are his eyes on the side of his shell?
Who was that? Someone say something?
That's
Careful now.
there is a fish like that though. What is it?
I don't
What's
know.
the best? What's the pancake fish that sits on the bottom of the ocean?
Flounder.
It's flounder, but that's the name of the one from Little Mermaid.
But that's actually what it is. Like they
Yeah, don't worry about him standing up, Jake. I
it's
can
a
grab
pancake
him.
fish.
Oliver, cap it.
Captain.
Aye, Captain.
It does look like a flounder right now.
It does.
What a move. Thank you very much. Might need a little puffage too at some point.
Do you want him to come here?
Me?
Yeah, so he's not putting his hand. I don't know. It's just a question.
Good, yeah.
Below, Oliver. Below. Keep going. Good.
Oh, that felt weird.
Power puff.
I could feel him pushing against.
Oh yeah,
Really?
when it was
That was
pushing down.
weird.
So these are barnacles we're putting on, because this is an old, historic sea turtle.
And I
An
have been
antique
told
turtle?
by the staff that barnacles are bad
Why?
for the turtles,
They
right?
weigh the turtle down, and if they get too many, they're not able to swim anymore.
So
Oh,
we're not
too heavy?
choosing to add barnacles to make this turtle have a tough time in life. This is a turtle that's lived a powerful, strong life and is overcoming its barnacle experience.
So he's not going to have too many.
No,
You're gonna
just
have
the right
just
amount.
the right amount.
Yeah.
The Goldilocks barnacles.
It just shows that he's got some wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah, set him down over there, Jake.
Been
would you?
through some stuff.
So do you guys catch that move? If Chris isn't then putting his hand over the heat, and it's a little more efficient. So you just got to do stuff to figure out what works best. It seems like he's a little faster getting them that way too,
Sizzler.
but it does heat his hand.
I'm trying to get those right back in the heat as quick as possible, being a smaller piece of glass and trying to have it connect fully to his piece when his is cooling down as he's doing each of those things. Every little bit of heat was going to make a big difference. These barnacles were actually made in Pittsburgh, folks. This is back when, if you remember, late last year, I took a marini making course in Pittsburgh and brought these home, and they've been sitting behind my desk. I just love them so much and had no idea what to do with them until
You gave him up for this?
it became barnacle time. Yeah, they got to get used at some point. Can't just stare at them forever.
And the
could.
glass is compatible, even though it was made at another studio.
Yes. That is a great point to think about. Every studio, it seems like, melts a little different type of glass.
Especially lately.
Yeah, price is going up. I know I've mentioned it before, but our particular supplier, which we didn't want to make the change, our supplier went up 18% since the last order that I put in for clear glass cullet. And that was, you know, before the tariffs even came around. I believe the
Are the
factory's
tariffs in
Mexico.
place now?
I don't really know how that's all going down. think it was something to do with April 3rd, but maybe that's just the auto industry, or there's some sort of day he's calling the something day or other.
Hard
But-
to keep track.
Yeah.
Okay, Jake.
We've got another poll running, so go and
Uh-oh.
vote.
What do we got this time, Bess?
What type of clown tattoo should Jake get?
No, this one's on Chris.
No, this one is what is Chris's middle name? Here are the three options.
Oh.
Maximus, Archibald,
Archibald
or Oliver.
or
Oh.
Well, I know what the answer is.
I don't.
His middle name's got to be Oliver.
What about Archimus?
I like Archimedes. That sounds cool.
Archibald.
Archibald.
Archimedes is not the same. All right, you know what we haven't touched upon yet? What is the question of the night?
Yeah, to win the giveaway piece of the week.
Ooh, I haven't heard this one yet.
Me either.
Yeah, so tonight's giveaway question is what is something you tried and instantly knew was not for you?
In the e-news, I gave the example like sushi, or maybe you tried bungee jumping, or a ride at an amusement park.
Parkour.
Oh,
For me.
I would
Tried
love
on
that.
the side of a 12-foot fence and it didn't work out.
I got a cousin who used to do that professionally.
Really?
Does do that professionally.
So fun.
They're on like ESPN doing like parkour stuff.
Big
Wow.
jumps.
Yeah.
That's hardcore. You got to be the same kind of person as like a skateboarder, someone who just really, you know,
Knows
is
how to
totally
bounce
down
off
to
stuff.
break a leg at any given moment.
Dude,
I
that
wonder
man
if
just,
you
like-
were a gymnast, like you would know your body so well.
Yeah.
Probably. Any gymnasts out there watching in the chat?
Putting one more right here. You can stay right there. One up here. Unless you think you want me to put more on there, Jake. You're doing the second half.
Oh, we don't want to weigh the guy down too much.
So I think that's pretty good.
I feel like for me, it's like anything with heights.
Pints?
Heights. Not a big fan of heights. So
Oliver loves
like,
Oh, I
Nice.
like heights.
I like going up. Like if I gotta climb something, I love to climb. Climbing's so much fun. Don't like coming back down. Better have a very safe set of stairs for me to come back down.
So you go up one side of the mountain and you just airlift off.
Those like roller coaster rides that just like take you straight up and straight down. Going straight up, super fun. Going straight down, horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible.
I think that's got to be some kind of human nature thing for sure. You might just be human.
Well, let's not go too far now.
My answer is boring.
What's yours?
Soccer. I can't do sports with my feet.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sports with my hands all day. Volleyball,
Yeah.
basketball, softball. I played water polo in college, but feet, no.
That's a really interesting. You are a sports girl, but you're hand sports. It's so fascinating.
You got feet for feet.
I
Bess,
have feet for
where do
feet.
they turn in their answers?
What's
Where-
yours, Michelle?
Wait, where do they turn their answers in?
Oh, you're going to key in your answer in at enews@glassacademy.com.
That's
Make
cool.
sure in your email you put
You
your
ready?
answer and your name
Yeah.
so I can read it off if you win.
I don't know. Sometimes when I see these questions or I write them, something instantly comes to mind, but this one, no. I don't know. Don't know.
I played soccer when I was 7, 8, and 9, but I don't
That's
count
what the
that
shells
because
are.
you're a
The shell
kid.
is green with iris and orange on top of it. Yeah, you can just do green and iris.
So we had 11 votes for Archibald,
Nice.
3 for Maximus, and 7 for
Keep in
Oliver.
mind, we're going to want to try to plenty it up.
I
with
love those
something
7
down
people.
there. So maybe you put something in there that goes like this, so that you got something to plenty up here, and it comes out that way.
Instead of doing the feet like we did before.
As long as you're going to be punting it up like I just did the crab, so it's on an angle like that, so you can build everything out on an angle on the punny instead of going this way.
Yeah, do you remember how we did it with the feet on the big one?
Not really.
We just did the feet here and split it in half.
And then you push up something or put another
Yeah.
bit there.
Deanna on YouTube says that it's her first time watching. Welcome to the show.
Hey
Wait,
there,
is this my
welcome.
friend Deanna? Deanna, are you from Maine? Is this that Deanna?
We'll find out.
I don't know.
All right. Trying to get acclimated to this piece, taking a few different heats, feeling the way it's moving, and getting the next few steps planned out in my head, because jumping into the middle of a piece, it's fun when we're doing production and we're doing smaller pieces and one person's starting them and one person's finishing them and we're running through them. But a bigger piece like this is a lot more history and a lot more mojo to get involved with. So I'm kind of getting an understanding of it now. Oliver's had some time to prep up this first flipper, and this is no ordinary flipper.
So how do your tools change when it's bigger?
I just pulled out the bigger Taglia is one thing. And then the other thing is that they get bigger.
Deanna says no, she's from Michigan.
Oh, well, hello, Deanna. I just went to visit a friend in Maine named Deanna.
I'm going to give away another gift card real quick because it's about
Sounds
that
great.
time for me to do another one. So our next $25 gift card winner is Nicole. So congratulations, Nicole. Again, you're going to get an email from Donna this week with your gift card code. It's good for product or classes, but congratulations.
Very cool, very cool.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Is that a product we're selling?
Are we still doing the big piece in the middle underneath the belly?
Yeah, I think so. Because we didn't do one giant flipper, splitter flipper.
So Jake is on the big pipe.
So yeah, we're going to need a huge gather.
I'll recycle.
Yeah, it could be recycle, oceanic blue.
On the big boy?
Yeah, and probably just two good gathers will be nice. Like one big gather, let it stiffen up, and then bring a big boy. You don't want it to be too heavy and crazy, but I do want to be able to get a little angle to it for the punny and for the mojo of the turtle.
Turtle Mojo. We need a name for this turtle.
Hannah suggested Barney because of his barnacles.
Barney. Barney the Barnacle Blaster.
Yep, cannot be hard to think of a name past that one. Barney the Third.
So Chris, can you confirm for the people that your middle name is Oliver?
It's Oliver. It's not Oliver, folks.
What?
The question then came up, Oliver, is your middle name Chris?
Oh, good
No,
point.
there's no way people would ever guess my middle name except for my parents. And my parents are watching. Don't spoil it for the people.
I know what it is. I'm not going to tell them.
You can make a. I can give you 3 names for the poll.
Okay.
We went
All
for...
right, Jake, I'm coming your way.
All right, let's do it. Oh, yeah.
You want the big shears?
Robin says, Chris made an octopus tentacle that my daughter won in the giveaway, and it's now in our fish tank.
Oh, that's a good
Lift
place
up.
for it. Look
Yep,
at that.
Good, just like that. Bunny up on.
So that's nice and hot. He's going to have to level out the heat here for a hot minute. So a couple of flashes so the extremities don't get too cold. But then just letting it sit out. So Bess, let's do another name.
Absolutely. Our third $25 giveaway winner
Is bum bum bum.
Dana. Congratulations,
Nice.
Dana. You're going to get an email from Donna.
Yeah.
Okay. And back to the action. See, it's still glowing hot. Didn't even cool down.
It is cooling down, but it is still glowing hot.
Doing it sideways, plenty on, right? Looks good. Remember, that thing's bright green, guys. It's gonna look cool. I especially picked that green because it's gonna look nice with the pink barnacles.
Maybe that's what we name that green. Turtle green.
Finally get a name for that green.
Yeah. Turtle.
Mary says, does Oliver even have a middle name? He does. I have another poll
Oliver.
up that Oliver told me to run.
What's your deal,
And this is not
Oliver?
an April Fool's poll. This is a real poll.
Did Mary say that? Is that what you
Maybe
said?
we shouldn't have said that. Is it real or is it not?
Robin also says this turtle's going to be a 10-pounder by the time you're done with it.
Yeah, this one's
10
a little bigger than the
pounds,
other one on
17
the
ounce.
table.
Remember when they used to say, is it real or is it Memorex?
No, I
Is it
don't
real or is
remember
it what?
Memorex. Anyone remember that?
I don't remember that.
All
What's
right,
that
Oliver.
from?
That's a TV commercial for Memorex
Let's do it.
tapes. It was the tape, the cassette tape, and the brand was called Memorex. And they wanted you to know if it was live or if it was Memorex.
Cool this down. Sorry, not ready.
Gives me a little more time for some equalization. Oliver's going to cool the pipe down in anticipation. Well, I saw him yank his hand up there, so he knew it was hot, but he also knows that we're going to need some serious leverage to carry a piece like this, especially because we're going to add 2 giant flippers on it and a super turtle head.
You also know that you're probably going to have to add some barnacles onto his flippers here and there.
And the head too, maybe?
Yep.
A barnacle head?
One
Take
right
one
on his
each.
like cheekbone.
Ouch.
Becky says, Charlotte and I saw a green sea turtle when we were snorkeling the Great Barrier Reef. That's cool.
With barnacles, I'm sure, too.
All right, this is it, the old transfer.
Can we do it? Dun 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 dun. Nice punny.
So John put a
That's how we'll
comment.
hold it, like we just did the crab.
Okay.
He says, Bess, when you played water polo, did you have snorkels for the horses or did you play in shallow water? It's a good one, John.
Remember, we'll cut him off, too, just like the last one. That worked perfect.
Did you have to wear like the things so they couldn't grab your
the,
ears?
The caps,
There we go.
yeah.
You want to flip it over?
I
for
didn't
me?
know that was like a thing.
Never mind. Go for it.
And away he
I got the
goes,
door for you.
swim into the
Thank
glory
you.
hole.
Yep.
That's kind of got the opposite, because it's heavier on the front.
Yeah.
It falls backwards, like when you're putting it on the inside of a dome. The dome
Totally,
falls
the weights.
backwards.
The weights, you're past the center point.
Yeah, you have to have it the opposite way to get it to fall the way you want.
Yeah.
What goes up is really coming down.
You want me gathering up the head right now?
We're gonna go for the flippers first,
Flippers first.
and they're gonna be kind of big.
There you go.
So yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
4
want
flippers.
counterweights.
2 flippers.
As
want
a
'em-
reminder, too, there are some great turtles still left on
But-
the table.
I mean, you might be able to do it on that.
You want them back
I don't
to
know. They're
back?
just gonna be bigger than the feet were, you know.
I just put that link again in the comments for you all.
Can you bring one?
Yeah.
They're like this big.
So we also wanted to mention too that we are, after the few sales on the table here tonight, we probably surpassed our donation portion of $300 through our 2025 turtle sales in creature design to the Sea Turtle Conservancy.
Every time.
So that's pretty incredible, you guys. And if you think that's pretty cool, we can put the link to that organization in the chat. And you guys can check them out, but we'll be cutting a check to them next week. Bess, would you mind tossing the link to those guys in the chat?
Absolutely.
And pretty excited. And that's a few more turtle sales available over there. You guys could be a part of that give back to save the turtles. Getting kind of sweaty over here.
What?
Is
Is
it heavy?
summertime have arrived?
It's time.
Well, I'll run over and get your baby powder.
We're getting into that season, folks.
Do they still sell baby powder?
No, I
I
think,
think there was a big lawsuit.
They discovered it was like not good for you. That's all we'll say.
Is this it, Oliver?
You ready?
Sure.
All right, I'm ready.
Oh, Dad, could you grab the big cutters? You got a sec. Okay, flipper number 1, applying.
Here.
Steady. Do a little colder on the next one. A lot colder.
Okay.
Looks good though.
It says, do you guys also hold your breath when you break onto your punty like your audience does?
Depends what the piece is. Sometimes yes.
Sometimes I catch Oliver sticking his tongue out.
Hey, the Michael Jordan focus comes in handy.
Want a barnacle right now?
Yeah. It's a great idea. Would he have barnacles on here?
Oliver, I ran your poll that you requested.
Yeah.
We've got 3 votes for cloud,
Okay.
3 votes for ginger,
Okay.
0 votes for snow, 10 votes for rain.
What was the first one?
Cloud.
Cloud?
Plow?
Cloud.
Like the snow
like
plow?
up in the clouds.
Cloud, snow, rain, ginger.
I think Klaus.
Klaus. So German.
Yes.
I got a German last name. I don't need a German middle name, too.
Go German all the way.
Oh, did we ever say what Chris's middle name was?
Nope. Never did. You're gonna have to keep guessing.
Tell him. You got to tell him, man.
Just
Oh, yeah.
silence.
Just some silence.
Looking good.
Well, the people got me figured out. I thought we could trick them a little bit.
3 syllables in my middle one.
Oliver.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, no,
Engelbert.
Engelbert.
Is this the one?
That's it.
Let's
coming.
do it. Number 2. Beautiful. Steady.
It's going to heat all this up for the head.
Sweet. I didn't see how much was on there, but I think you know
Looks
what's
good.
going on. Nice.
Looks like enough to me.
Torchy on the punty when you come out.
Probably, yeah. And the flippers.
Oh, you want the
Fluffer?
Barney? A couple Barneys on this one?
Yeah, sure. Might just put one up on the shoulder.
Make
Sure.
it
He's
asymmetrical.
kind of like
like
a
it.
left side swimmer, you know?
Yep.
There he is.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Do you want to hear what
AI
next week
show.
is? It's so cool. So next week is show 313. The area code that Michigan is in, the Detroit area and the Dearborn area code is 313. So 313.
Wayne County.
Wayne County. And the county is growing, so they're adding a new area code. So 313 is going to be the OG of this area. So we're going to
more heat, I'm
feature sports teams and some Detroit themed memorabilia next week.
You want your head hotter, or is that okay stiff like that?
He's getting it hot. The head you're talking about? Yeah.
But yes, Gabe, every week, different theme, different week.
If you're just joining us, we are making a sea turtle.
It is for sale.
It is going to be for sale. It is not until it's completely
Yeah, it's not posted yet.
100% finished.
I did put the link to the
Pull it
Sea
off
Turtle
so you can just
Conservancy
gabble it over.
in
Thank you. Appreciate
the
it.
comments as well. For those of you interested in seeing where we are
Behind
donating
ya.
a portion
Sorry,
of
Jake.
proceeds.
Good.
And what happened with that one is Jake decided once he lined it up that the head was too small. And so you don't put all this work into a piece to just put a head on to put a head on. So he's just going to shape it up a little bit while Oliver makes a new head. I'm going to pop over to our tank and see what's going on.
Strange.
Now it looks like archaeology fascination. That was the start of our show. If you missed it, go back and check it out. We were dipping hot glass into the aquarium because we could. No other reason than that.
Oh yeah.
It's getting heavy.
It is pretty thick.
It's getting hot in here. And here comes the big head. So he'll use the taglia to shape it up. The smaller turtles, we had like a smaller metal tool that shaped it, but it won't work on this turtle because this head is much bigger. So using the taglia, he's able to sculpt it exactly the way he wants.
I think I'm good without that. It's just bringing more sweat to the forehead.
Okay.
Thank you.
Palms doing okay?
Palms are doing okay.
All right.
This is the big punty rod as well. It's weighted, so when you do something like this, it stays at the bench. It doesn't flip-flop around you. It's got some weight to it. Easier to turn because it's thicker.
Would you turn that? Thanks,
Oliver's going to turn it so that Jake can
Just
get
keep
a
it slow
break from
rotation.
turning and can really look at the turtle and not have to focus on spinning the pipe.
Stay right there, a little more my way.
So this is the eyes. By heating it, he's going to take this
All right, hold it steady.
brass pipe and push in right where the eyes belong.
Other side.
We do a process called
little
the
more
annealer
turn.
reveal. When these
Pupils in
items
there?
are completely
Yeah,
cooled
probably.
for our members.
That's really good
If
during
you're
the show.
interested in joining that annealer reveal, you could join
We
it
got 'em
for
over there, Dad.
$8 a month. It's called the Star Supporter Program. And it's listed right on the website on the Gathering Point page.
After this piece, we will do some more
You want to drop the eyes in
housekeeping.
there, Oliver?
Pardon?
You want to drop the eyeballs in there?
I'm dropping him in.
You are?
Yeah.
And then we've got one piece
heck?
after this, which is the
I'm
giveaway.
the eyeball dropper.
So make sure you've entered the question. So what made you guys put eyeballs in this one versus just the impression?
Because he's the pimp barnacle grampy.
We did make a couple of these during the weekend, a couple custom orders with eyeballs in the sockets. And I'm a big fan of the less realistic socket, idea of eyeballs. But we did find that a little black dot in there doesn't look bad. In fact, maybe makes it a little more realistic looking. And this one we were going definitely a little more realistic with the barnacleism. and whatnot.
So Chris has a small piece of black that he's heating up with the torch. And small because it's getting short on him. Jake will hold the turtle steady. Lining it up right in the eye socket. And now Chris will heat up the second eyeball.
Got to go in quicker.
Just got to do it.
John says, are the punty rods and blowpipes counterbalanced?
Yeah.
Yes,
Right when
sir.
you are. They are counterbalanced. This particular one is.
All right.
Yeah.
It's like surgery.
I'm going to stamp it. This one doesn't have as many extremities as that crab did. I think we can douse this one up and knock it off and torch it flat in the bottom.
Do you not want to add the coral reef and the seaweed and the other baby turtle riding on the back of it and the ocean wave?
Forgot about all those.
We should have made some seaweed like he was caught in seaweed.
It looks pretty darn good.
Looks amazing. The
You want
first
the-
barnacle turtle.
You want the garage off now, Jake?
Yeah, I think so. That's how you do it, Dave. Was it Dave that was asking?
Gabe.
Gabe
Flip it over again. There it is.
usually makes that sound, but you didn't quite catch it on the mic this time around.
The turtle has been branded.
Yeah. So we do have gold on here on both the shell and on top of the green, turtle green extremities and flippers. So
You
what
ready
we're
for
going to
it
do
on the next one?
right now, yeah, go for it, Oliver, is he's going to adjust the flame here, make it really gassy, and we're going to pull out the metals in there and try and make it ultra metallic. The Barnacle Blaster. Oh, yeah. Sweet shell, Dad.
No way.
Good. Doing it again or you're done?
I think that's it.
All right, flip it over.
Oliver, you get the torch ready? And he's gonna knock it here and I'll come over and set it down. Flip it over. There you go. Now I'll put it over here and you can do it, Oliver.
Woo! Cereal. Got the squisher, got the torch. I'll get the door. Thing's oceanic.
Man, that torch is awesome.
Yeah.
Sure is.
I think we're going on the top right or the bottom if there's room.
Probably go top right to be safe.
Nice.
All right.
It's a powerful
That's a heavy
piece.
pup.
Heavy.
Nice work.
That was a sweat inducer for sure.
All right, we'll give you guys a minute. Turn your mics off, maybe, maybe not. And Bess and I will do the last of housekeeping.
Sounds great.
All right, so I've got two things left to give away. First and foremost, I have our last $25 gift certificate for the month. So I will reveal that one now.
Ta-da!
Congratulations
There
to
are-
Karen, our fourth winner. So again, all four of you are going to get an email from Donna this week with your gift card code. That gift card is good for products, either online or in the gallery, or for a class if you're local or you wanted to travel in. So congratulations to all of you, but you get a $25 gift card. To win those, remember you guys can answer that question in the e-news when that goes out, and then you'll get entered to win. We do that drawing monthly. Next, I have our giveaway from last week. Now, I wasn't here last week, but I believe it is that glass.
It is that glass.
correct?
And what was the question?
Yeah, so the question I do have, it was, what springtime animals appear in your region? So I've got a lot of birds and bunnies on the list. Some people were specific. They went with bluebirds, robins, turkeys, ravens, crows. No bunnies for that person. Squirrels and rabbits, always classic. Some people said hawks, frogs. And when you know the frogs are here, spring has sprung.
Oh, I heard them in New York.
Yes.
The peeper.
Someone said we had somebody's rooster in our driveway.
That's
Guess
a new
that's
one.
fair. 2 sheep in our neighbor's front yard, squirrels, bunnies, cardinals, blue jays, ducks, geese, woodpeckers, finches, red-winged blackbirds, and raccoons.
Wow. Now, my friend just had 3. Her goat just had triplets, so no one said
Wow.
goats.
Somebody said fawns,
Okay.
salamanders, and our winner said skunks.
Interesting.
So our beautiful glass is going home to Sarah.
Yeah, right.
Congratulations, Sarah. So you are going to get an email on how to pay for shipping if you are not local, which I don't believe you are. And we'll get that out to you. So congratulations.
Super
Very cool,
collector and a
very
super
cool.
champion
Absolutely.
is Sarah Culp. Love to hear that.
Our question for this week is, what is something you tried and instantly knew was not for you? So you're going to send your answer to enews@glassacademy.com. Make sure you're putting your answer and your name in the email so that I can read you off live if you win. And I don't know what you're going to win yet because the next piece is going to be our giveaway piece.
Dun, dun, dun,
So
dun.
the guys are setting up for that right now. Michelle, any other housekeeping you wanted to cover?
Yeah, you hold this a sec.
Absolutely.
Grand opening of the bar.
No, first I wanted to say when I went out of town, a lot of people were asking me about marketing and business, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm going to open a waiting list for a course that I want to teach that relates to that. So if you're an artist or want to know how to sell your work or need some business advice and are interested in this, shoot me a line here and say, Michelle, put me on your wait list. And this is one way you can get a hold of me until we get the Google Drive up. And then May 8th is our opening here in the studio. We have 2 soft openings with friends and family because we got to figure out how to pour those cocktails for you guys and like how to serve and make sure the point of sale system's working. So the big opening is May 8th. Mark your calendars, Mother's Day weekend. If you take a class, you could also have a cocktail or a mocktail or a coffee or just an ice cold beverage on Mother's Day.
We would love to have you guys that entire weekend. It's a double whammy if you did come into town to see the grand opening Thursday
Take a
night
class.
between 4 and 7, maybe a little later, we'll see, and then come take a class for Mother's Day. That's the full glass blowing in general experience, but that's the Glass Academy experience, and it's going to be the best.
The best.
Yeah.
Are we ready for the giveaway or do we need
Yes.
another minute?
I think maybe, you'd have to ask Oliver. He's the guy leading the show on this one.
What?
You need a minute, Oliver? Or you
I'm
feeling ready?
ready to do it. I'm ready to do
Alright.
it. I'm going to do it. I'm going
Here we
for
go.
it. Prepare yourselves, everybody.
I did want to mention something real quick, you guys. I know everybody was talking about the Red Wings.
That's right.
No one was talking about the Red Wings.
So I wanted to make sure that you saw my hat that I had on.
It's a must-win tonight.
And it's a must-win. We're playing St. Louis. And we're doing it at 8 o'clock.
I'm sorry, did you
Our
guys
time.
say something?
If you're somewhere else and you got a different time, you got to figure that one out on your own. I can't help it.
Oh,
All right.
all right. Gail has a good one here. What did I try instantly and it knew it wasn't for me? Axe throwing.
Axe throwing.
Oh, do you want to talk about that, Jake?
Sure, I'll talk about it.
Did you enjoy your axe throwing episode in Vegas?
Oh, my episode?
You had an episode?
I saw a video of that. It's pretty good.
My
Jake's
only
super
episode
skilled.
was the fact that they weren't sticking onto the wall. And
Multiple
it was not really
times.
good.
Are
But,
the liquid death cans multiplying in here?
yeah.
Hey.
When a time's right, I'll tell you guys my axe throwing story.
Well,
The
go ahead and
time's
take it away
right.
because I
When
got
you
no
went
story.
to ER?
No, that was when I was going to play it, but I was having some type of crazy, like, serious problem and had to go to the ER. But this was when I went out before the Renaissance Festival to the axe throwing guy's backyard where he had his own private axe throwing thing, remember?
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
and
beautiful man.
Exactly. He brought out his special axes and he threw them out, and then I threw mine, and the first three I stuck in the bullseye. And he was like, "Have you played before?" And I said, "No." He said, "Well, I'm going to get my special competitive axes," and he went and got some handmade axes, and he threw his first one, and it went in the bullseye, and he's like, "Now you throw," and I threw mine, and I split his handle right in half and knocked his out.
Oh my God.
And he had a frown on his face.
That's rotten. Did
He
you
was
buy
like,
him a new
I
axe?
didn't mean to do it. It was just like instinct. It was like somehow I think it's my Norwegian heritage.
It just
My
came out.
Vikingness. I was just like maybe like in a second life or something, or my couple lives beforehand. I was an axe guy. I have to be.
He
I do
was
feel-
Axe Guy. That was
I
his
do
middle
feel
name.
Really comfortable in like deer pelt jackets and stuff.
That's just too much, folks. Too much.
Chris, no matter where you start a story, I never know where it's going.
I never know where. I never know where it's ending.
All right.
When I was out in
Blow.
Colorado, we discovered
Light.
the god of snow.
Stop.
He's Yule.
They get big really quick.
Ullr. Yule, the god of snow, and it's pretty darn cool. When I looked up all the history on him, that's what I think I might get a tattoo of. One of his like designs. He's got some really cool like.
Is
super
it, did
old
you say it's
heritage.
Y-U-L-E?
Ullr.
Well, I guess I'm getting a tattoo of a carrot, so
A parrot
clown.
or a carrot?
system's pretty quick.
Lucy just got a pheasant. Anyone else? Gabby just got a spider.
Ooh.
Must be that time of
Need
year.
more heat.
Tattoo
More
season.
heat.
Oliver
All right,
is gonna-
Oliver.
Oliver is going to get a cockroach.
Would you? A what?
You were going to get a cockroach.
Yeah.
On the
Yep.
back of your neck, weren't you?
Yeah.
That's a good one. What's that?
A cockroach?
So, Oliver, in all your experience of making turtles, can you break down, what you think the most difficult thing about breaking a turtle is?
Jake, you know I'm thinking right now.
He's working on the humpback turtle.
We're working it right now, okay?
He's working it. We'll let him focus. He's never made a turtle before, folks. This is going to be a giveaway turtle. He's watched us make it. We had no time. Matt was working one bench. I was working the other bench. Him and Matt made 1 million turtles together. Me and Tabea made 1 million turtles together. And Oliver's soaked in a lot of information about that, as has Tabea. But watching and reading and even assisting and participating in a product is a completely different story than actually making it yourself. So, as we've done many times before, and until Oliver says you guys got to cut it out, we're putting Oliver to the test on the show.
Jake
And
likes nothing more than to humble me on live television.
Well, this is.
Oh. Well.
Yeah. Yep. Totally agree.
Oliver's sweating right now, and it isn't because of the heat, folks.
He's on the spot.
Joanne says, hi from Adelaide, South Australia.
Yeah.
Hello. I have been sucked into Australian reality TV this week. I can only watch it on TikTok because it doesn't air in the U.S. So
Nice.
Well, I hope you can get the wings on over
For
there in
sure.
Australia.
oh my
'Cause
gosh.
That's important.
Let's see those feet. Those little flippers.
I would mind taking over at the halfway point, but it might end up being a crab.
You gotta watch out for that.
I got this.
We were liking when we did pieces and it was a group effort. Because then it was like a little bit of
I
mojo
think
from
maybe
everyone.
Since
Yeah.
it's two people who've never made a turtle before, maybe Jake will take the camera and Michelle will jump in and do the
Green,
second
please.
half of the turtle.
All right. I'm
Deal.
Yes.
Let's go.
Green, please.
The jumbo turtle is now available on the website. I put the link in the comments if you're interested in him.
The jumbo turtle with barnacles.
He is named the jumbo barnacle turtle.
Eyeballs.
It's better if you call it jambal turtle. Because that's the French jumbo.
But is there even aquatic French things out there?
There's turtles that swim around by France.
What? When have you been to France to see turtles?
You've never seen those with your real eyes.
I know.
French turtles?
Yeah.
Describe a French
sounds
turtle.
Like a gourmet dish.
Does he wear a beret?
You're thinking of
turtle,
escargot.
please. No, you can get French turtle.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
You weren't here last week when I told everybody about when I went to the turtle sanctuary.
Not
that
in
raised
France.
money to save turtles, and they were serving turtle burgers in the cafeteria.
Shoo!
We were all kind of like, huh?
So that would have been.
That
like
was
too.
the family cruise that we went on. We were not in France.
I went for the hush puppies. I didn't need
I don't even know
No
what we're talking
turtle
about anymore.
meat for me. No, but we can't talk down on turtles like that. We're about to donate.
I wasn't talking down on a turtle. I was feeling remorse.
We were just eating it.
No, I said I got the hush puppies. And there's no meat in a hush puppy. I think it's just dough.
Yeah.
And potatoes.
Oh my goodness, there's little puppies in the hush puppies.
Oh my goodness.
flopper.
Facebook is going to shut down this show.
Is there any animals out there that when they have a litter of young that they're called puppies besides dogs?
Coyotes, fox.
A seal?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I knew
you're right.
that. I knew that. Do they ever have like 6, 8, 12? Because
What does that mean?
We had a Doberman, and the first
Want a
time
rock?
she had babies, she had 13 babies. And the second time she had babies, she had 12 babies. Is that insane?
Fill it all the way up. Don't be like sticking.
you wanna
Usually
talk more
it's
about the
one.
puppies?
Sometimes they
It'll be hot
have
enough.
twins, but that's it.
If my mom's watching, she'd attest to this. Me and my 5 brothers and sisters all sat on the stairs, and Shies and our Doberman was at the top of the stairs, and every time she birthed a baby, she'd clean it, and we'd pass it down and wipe it down and put it in a basket at the end of the stairs. And we did that both times for both of her
Nice.
litters. It was really nice.
Nice,
Sharks
dude.
are also called pups.
How many does sharks have? One?
Could use the
Yeah.
flat
Sharks
crimps,
lay
get in there a
eggs,
little
don't
better.
they? Certain sharks lay eggs, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're really cool, glass-looking, like transparent, like
Yes.
jelly-like, and they look like a drill. And the shark actually, once it's popped out, either one of the 2 sharks takes it in its mouth and they push it into the coral reef after, and then they fertilize it, and then it hatches and shoots out. Pretty sweet. I got to hold on to one of those when we were in San Francisco at the zoo. They had like a touching thing, and they gave you shark eggs. It was pretty cool.
That was Laguna Beach.
Laguna Beach, that's where it was. Michelle was there. See, I gotta have backup most of the time when I'm telling stories, you guys. Michelle was there.
I think we all believe that.
Jake didn't believe me last night when I was talking about turkeys. I said turkeys don't fly. They can fly up into a branch, but they can't get any distance in flight. They can
Guess
only, like,
what's your
jump and
definition of
flap.
flight?
Is there a reason why people wouldn't believe you?
If I jumped up on a 3-foot tall stool and I flapped my hands at the same time, does that mean I was flying?
If you could jump up 12 feet in the
No,
air,
I said a 3-foot stool.
Did you just ignore the question that was really asked?
What was it?
Is there a reason why people don't believe you?
Oliver, I think she's talking to you.
Listen, I have the same problem,
No,
Chris. Me
because
and you are one.
I remember the real crazy oddity facts, and I spit them out, and they're pretty much there. And even with Google around, people are pretty much always double checking on me, and I'm pretty much right most of the time. I just say it with so much enthusiasm, and I'm so excited about it that they just assume I'm lying.
As a reminder, this is the giveaway piece.
yeah, enter to win.
Are you punting it?
Do you want to punt it?
No, you can punty it and then I'll take it.
All right.
The question is, what is something you tried and immediately knew wasn't for you? You're going to send your answer to enews@glassacademy.com with your name and your answer in the email.
Is that a little birthmark down there?
Yeah. Perfect.
Becky says Chris is correct about turkeys.
Oh, Becky.
Oh, well, just I gotta build up my factual
Repertoire.
whatever repertoire.
Oliver, will you bring me the flippers like you did the color for your flippers?
Green.
Yeah, how many coats you throw on there, Jake?
Is that
You
right?
got 'em? Oh, I did too.
Okay.
All right, you guys, we got Michelle on the pipe.
Woo! No Glass Academy shirt because I just came back from Maine and New York.
Oh, no Glass
Do you happen
Academy
to
shirt?
know where the bus is at?
I bought a
I
new
know
bus,
nothing about
too.
any buses.
Because Michelle needs to have bus tracks all over the back of her shirt.
I bought a new bus. I could go to the van and get it.
That's hilarious.
Well, if you guys don't know, on the gathering point, it's a pretty much hard.
Yes, I'm
fast
looking far
rule that
back.
You need to have a Glass Academy
Jesus.
shirt on.
Why is the bench like,
Whoa.
the bench is in a weird
Here's
place to
number
me. Whoops.
2.
Hey there, friend.
Sorry, you're hooked to me. I'm so sorry.
We got pandemonium in the
Getting
boat
acclimated,
here.
acclimated.
Jeez.
Now
Why
remember
is the
that-
bench like facing that way?
Because that's the
Because
way
we
you
are
want the bench.
streamers. We're
When we're
streamers
filming.
of content. It's for the people. We're doing this for you.
Uh-huh.
Number 2, folks, is the one that Michelle chose to model her extremities that she's going to lay on there. That is a perfect flipper and an adorable little head. So let's see what goes down
All
here.
right, here comes Oliver. Hot
Everybody
glass
out of the
coming in.
way.
Flipper number 1.
Straight up. Why are you guys all so silent? Because I did it
We're just
backwards?
Oh, we're just taking a look.
Just watching.
She's got it on there, really nice. She's got the flat crimps going in for a little bit of sculptage.
He's flying in the wind.
And you do have to think about, and you think about differently on both sides, the cut mark, and pretty much everything in glass blowing. When you take a bit, an accessory like that from the assistant, and you bring over some additional glass, you're 90% of the time cutting it onto there. There's certain types of applications you can do where you don't have to cut it, but every time you cut the glass, there's gonna be some sharp, cold spot, and you have to work that into the design of the piece or torch it away. You gotta be very aware of all that action, otherwise there's bad news upon you.
What are you doing over there on the bench, Jake?
I was just clearing it out for Michelle because I know she likes everything organized for herself, and there's more tools than were necessary. So if she's making the first turtle of her lifetime, she's going to need to have the best opportunity for success possible.
Love it.
She's going in for cut number 2.
Yeah.
Bam, slapped it on the side. Now this
Slapped
one-
it on the side.
Maybe because of how she cut it on there, maybe the bit was presented differently, or maybe it's just the fact
just-
that it's the opposite side.
Yeah, I just did it reverse, so the bit would be.
But you sculpted it and corrected that, which
Yeah.
is amazing. So now, that otherwise that poor turtle will be swimming in a circle his whole life.
That little turd.
But
Now, the thing is,
not
the
under
head-
Michelle's watch. She saved that poor.
What's the thing with the head?
Thing.
Let's
The
take a
head,
look at
I've
it.
got to look at the way you box it up.
I kind of just hit it around like 3 or 4 times.
Great.
You just smash and taps it. Give the old
Personally, it
smack
looked
Hit the
like-
chin a couple times and then kind of give them some conage like this so the top's kind of put together.
That's what I was looking at.
Just give
But
it
really, the
conage.
entire shape comes from the eye socket gouging.
Got it.
Can you actually just sculpt the eye sockets, or do you have to gouge them in, Jake? That's pretty rough. It's pretty aggressive.
Don't treat the turtles that way, Jake.
I don't know what to say. Let's see how Michelle does it. Maybe she can do it with a little more
I'm covering
elegance
the
and class.
knockoff area.
She's using her favorite pair of diamond shears, cut it off perfectly, and she's going for a pre-sculpt here.
Yeah, I
She
should do
doesn't turn
this.
into a blockhead, because those are evil turtles.
I like the blockhead ones, to be honest.
You do?
Yeah, the blockier, you know, whatever.
I mean, turtles are fairly prehistoric
I think they're the most prehistoric,
in
aren't
design. I think alligators are right up there with them.
they? Lizards.
Kimono dragon.
Oh, yeah.
I heard
platypuses.
something about a kimono dragon. Well, never mind. I won't even tell
Chickens.
everybody because no one's going to believe
Focus
me.
on the
Whoops,
camera.
I was showing off the Glass Academy poster.
Did you just like walk over there and forget what you were doing?
No, I was,
my
I was
God.
working the camera just fine.
Do you do both eyes at the same time?
I do one at a time, so you can push and the other side's cold. Push up against it a little. I could torch to get that ready at least. And then kind of move it up, yeah. Nice, it gives it the eyebrows, that looks great.
How many of you folks know
Ooh, it's a big
the
one,
name
too.
of the giant turtle
really good
that
test.
used to
That's awesome.
be in the 1970s and 60s monster movies with Godzilla? Remember? And its feet would suck in, and then fire would start
What is he
shooting
looking
out.
at? What are you looking at?
It would start shooting out of his holes in his shell, and he would spin off in the distance and then go underwater in the
Where
ocean.
do I stamp him?
We're gonna stamp it when we knock it off. I'll
I
stamp
don't
it
know
on
anything
bottom.
about that.
Most of the time,
We're good now?
volcano would
Is
be
there a
going
knife
off
up
at
there?
the same time.
No, I
Correct.
can knock it off for you though.
But there was Ghidra, was the three-headed monster. Godzilla.
King, is it Ghidra? Is it?
Ghidra. It could have been
Ghidra, King
Gamera. Gamera.
Is there
There
a
was like
good-
three little Asian girls standing on a rock in the water singing Gamera. And it
All
would come
right.
flying.
The most important moment of the whole experience here. They
We're
got to
on
get
it.
this off the pipe.
How come there is
Stamp it.
never a knife here?
Might need some water in there. Oh, heat it up.
Here, we're gonna.
We
Jake,
need
why don't you
flipper-
jump in with the torch?
Flipper excursion. Let's just put a freshie on.
Yep. Give me a freshie.
Okay, Oliver, you got it. So I know she didn't mean to hurt the poor turtle, but she literally did just blast one of its flippers.
Oh
Let's take a look at that flipper and see.
Can we get that one in slow motion on the recap video?
Rolling.
It's just flipperless over here. We got one flipperless flipper.
Oh my goodness.
That was his lucky fin.
Well, the question.
Well,
would
I don't
be
even
is,
understand
did
how
put
you guys
water?
put these punnies on.
Did you
We
put some
put-
water
we
on
put
there?
water.
I did not.
Oh.
No
Well,
water.
Just put some, douse it up real good because we got the mega torch that'll fix anything you do.
I want to give a shout out to Sigmund watching over on YouTube. He just said, Oliver, you know, the mojo is strong in you, which is pretty incredible. My man Oliver's got this.
Feels good.
Oliver, make sure Jake makes a perfect punny. Look, talking a little
Well,
smack to me over here.
You know, Michelle got to see Jake's perfect punny in action
Not come off.
when it was supposed to.
The most secure.
Look at that.
He's
You
having
won't
a
even
little bit of
know.
emotional
Of course
damage
you don't know. You're a perfect doctor. The
because there's
turtle
no Glass
doctor,
Academy
folks.
shirt on. That's hilarious, Sigmund. A lot of comments about whatever you were just talking about, Dad.
Godzilla. It was Godzilla.
Is it Gamera?
No.
Karen said, Chris is on a roll. That was like halfway through your story.
As a reminder, one more time, this is the giveaway piece. Our question is up on the screen, but it says, what is something you tried and immediately knew was not for you?
That's
You're going
right.
to send your answer to enews@glassacademy.com. Make sure you put your name in your email. And then Donna puts everybody's names and answers on a wheel and spins the wheel, and we see who wins. And I'll announce it next week.
Praying mantis, yes. Turtle, praying mantis tattoos, Bill, sounds super cool. Matching praying mantis.
Praying
tattoos.
mantis is a cool insect.
Because that lady just devours
Those
her
things
husband.
freak me out.
Is that how it works?
Oh,
Yeah.
Eats its head right off after they mate.
You know, I think about that all the time, actually, in my
He
free
did
time.
say he has random facts, you guys.
That is wild. What a giveaway piece, folks. My goodness. And we're somehow right on time.
My goodness.
We've gone slightly off the rail.
Oh, my
Zoom on some
goodness.
Distance, folks. They're over there
No,
behind the
Chris.
board. Here they come.
All right, everybody. That's the most educational show you're going to find on the internet right now. If it's not for the glass facts, it's for everything else that Chris says.
A lot of great information.
There's a lot of
We're
good
always
stuff
trying to
happening
fill
there.
you guys up. We've got all
Check out the intestine
the
over here.
mascots here.
The entire Hot Shop
The Hot
team.
Shop crew. Is Chris on there?
Chris is on there
Is
now.
Chris Nordine on
Chris
there?
Nordine is not on there.
We gotta get Chris Nordine
need
in
a
there.
jumbo turtle for that, or jumbo slug. How cool this is.
Oh, that looks
You missed
cool.
the beginning of the
sand
show,
started at the
folks.
center.
Wait, don't break it because you'll want it for the annealer reveal.
Okay, I'll leave it. It's pretty.
I think
pretty
it'll crumble the
That's
minute
it,
you touch
folks. It's
it.
pretty darn coral reef barnacle-y.
Okay, wait. Final goodbye.
Yes, final goodbye.
This way.
Back through the Hot Shop.
All
Wasn't
right.
there something special we had to say at the end of the show today?
Yep, we have to say grand opening is May 8th.
Grand
Say what?
opening.
Grand
for
opening is May 8th.
Swap
Where are you
Me.
I
going?
got it.
Swap
Sorry.
me. You swap me. You
I
swap me. Get in
forgot, I was
there.
going right in. Sorry. Jeez. All right, guys.
Cool. That was a great show. And
May 8th is the grand opening. 313 show coming up. Today was what number? 312.
313's next Tuesday, 6 p.m.
Detroit area
Yeah.
code.
American Eastern Time, whatever that is in other countries.
312 is Chicago.
Hold that up. Look at that.
310 plus
This is what
2.
happens when Bess and I are not here.
I was
Like,
sitting
all
in the
these
hospital
little-
room watching you guys last week, and Chris is like, "That's show number 200," and I was like, "What just happened?"
I'm trying to keep track of it all, folks. With all those facts and everything, sometimes some stuff gets lost.
Gets lost
Yeah,
in the
but then
Rolodex.
you can tell about what was the thing you were talking about. Turkeys flying. You have all the facts, just the good
We do
ones.
know
Turtle
that a great fact is the Red
Godzilla.
Wings winning tonight. The game's starting right now. We're going to
yeah.
clean up the shop, go hit the couch, and enjoy our hometown team.
Thank you for watching The Gathering Point. We will see you all next week.
Thanks, guys.